If you treat the current affairs syllabus like a massive list of disconnected facts to memorize, you might as well be reading a phone book. Let's treat it like a strategy game instead. Welcome to your nation-building dashboard. Your mission is straightforward. You are running India in 2026. To win, you have to balance national resources, build critical infrastructure, and manage sudden crises before they stall your progress. Let's open your demographics tab. According to the State of Working India 2026 report, you have an incoming crisis. India is nearing the peak of its demographic dividend. The boom of working-age citizens is set to decline after 2030. This chart shows the unemployment rate for youth aged 20 to 29. Notice the sharp upward trajectory. In 2017, graduates made up 46% of unemployed youth. By 2023, that number surged to 67%. To defuse a demographic time bomb of this scale before 2030, your strategy must pivot. You need to deploy a suite of large-scale economic policies capable of absorbing millions of overqualified workers into a new kind of industrial economy. Your first major policy move comes from the Union Cabinet, unlocking 33,660 crore rupees for the Bharat Antyogik Vikas Yojana, or the BHAVYA scheme. The goal of BHAVYA is to develop 100 plug-and-play industrial parks across the country. These sites are fully prepped with roads, water, and power, so businesses can move in and start operations immediately, creating an instant boost in manufacturing jobs. To make this happen, the government is providing 1 crore rupees per acre in support to build out the core, value-added, and social infrastructure within these parks. 100 new industrial hubs require massive amounts of electricity, so you need an energy upgrade. The government is deploying the Small Hydro Power Development Scheme to meet this demand. Approved for 5 years, this scheme aims to install 1,500 megawatts of clean energy through smaller projects ranging from 1 to 25 megawatts. Financial incentives scale geographically, offering up to 3.6 crore rupees per megawatt in northeast and border areas and 2.4 crore elsewhere. You also have to connect the workforce to these developing regions. Union Minister Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu launched Se Fursat, an affordable regional air travel scheme. Building on the existing UDAN initiative, it ensures fixed, low-cost fares across key regional routes. When you look at your notes, the BHAVYA parks, the hydro energy upgrades, and the regional flights are a coordinated 3-part policy designed entirely to absorb that massive unemployed graduate population we saw earlier. Now switch to your economy tab. Funding a 33,000 crore infrastructure plan requires a highly liquid banking system. This brings us to the central bank, the Reserve Bank of India. This diagram shows a variable rate repo, or VRR, auction. A VRR is a tool central banks use to lend money to commercial banks. Here, the RBI injects 25,101 crore rupees directly into the banking system to manage short-term liquidity and keep capital flowing. This injection is crucial because of intense external pressure. The Indian rupee recently touched an all-time low of 93.72 rupees per US dollar, increasing the cost of importing materials for those industrial hubs. While the RBI manages high-level liquidity, the government is also reinforcing grassroots economic stability. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved 1,718 crore rupees to the Cotton Corporation of India. This guarantees price support for farmers when market prices fall below the minimum support price. The complex monetary operations of the VRR and the agricultural safety nets of the MSP work closely as defensive shields. They keep the broader economy stable while capital is diverted to build out the nation's new industrial core. Let's check the Society and Innovation tab to review your late-game score updates. According to the newly released India BioEconomy Report, the nation's bioeconomy reached a record $195.3 billion in 2025. That represents an 18% growth rate, the highest ever recorded. The bioindustrial segment was the largest contributor, driving $90.2 billion of that total. Economic progress often coincides with complex social negotiations. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment recently introduced the Transgender Amendment Bill of 2026. For your exam, you need to know the specific controversy surrounding this bill. It proposes changes to identity recognition that may override the landmark 2014 NALSA judgment, which originally established the legal right to self-identification. Zooming out to the global dashboard, The World Happiness Report shows India improving slightly to rank 116th out of 147 countries, while Finland secured the top spot for the 9th consecutive year. Internationally, diplomatic structures are fracturing. Following the United States' exit earlier in the year, President Javier Milei announced that Argentina is formally withdrawing from the World Health Organization. A nation's true success score is a volatile mix. It requires managing rapid technological growth, navigating domestic social rights, and maintaining stability amidst global diplomatic chaos. Let's step back from the dashboard into reality. A crisis of youth unemployment drove the need for 100 BioEconomy manufacturing parks. Those parks require VRR liquidity injections to fund their construction and small hydropower schemes to keep their lights on. Lock in these final targets: the 100 BioEconomy parks, the $195 billion bioeconomy, and Finland's #1 rank in global happiness. Current affairs is rarely a collection of random numbers. It is a chain of reactions where every policy serves as a response to the one that came before it. If you understand the problem, the solution follows.